what is up, Crockxen clan members and other show stuff upon this video. I'm SoresanCrockxen, and I think I've set up a room where I can do my recordings. But anyway, so today we got anime time, and we're doing Log Horizon today, as you saw from the intro. Yeah. I hope that the intros are working out. I really do. So let me know if you like them. If you don't, then I'll do something else. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so Log Horizon. Best way to kind of explain this, or to begin the process of explaining it, is picture sorta online. I mean, I'm pretty sure you. I mean, it's a pretty popular show, so. But picture sorta online, and take that concept and then bring it a little bit back in time. Basically, Log Horizon involves this game called Elder Tale, and it is like old school, like computer and all that stuff. But apparently, this is what happens. Like the beginning of the series, people who used to play Elder Tale back when it was a computer game are now transported into a world that is similar to the game. Now Elder Tale is your typical like MMORPG style. Like freaking, you got a bunch of classes, or a bunch of subclasses, and then you have guilds, and you have quests, and you have towns. Basically, it's your typical MMORPG. And then so the beginning of the series, we're focused on three characters. We're focused on Shiroe, Naotsugu, and Akatsuki. Now, Shiroe is the main character of the series, and you could call him a mage, but I mean, I know they said the name. I know they said what he is, because he's a support mage. Now, technically, mages and sorcerers are supposed to be in the back, and that's kind of what he does. But his is more of the how do I say? Like he's there to either enhance allies or weaken the enemy.
So, honestly, I can't really remember what he was, and they need to stop shaking. I'm looking it up right now. Okay, he's an champion. In the sub bosses, I just climb one of the maps and make, like, stuff and writing. I don't know. So that's what he is. And then Natsugu, he's more of the tank. Like, his main class is a guardian, and then basically what he's supposed to do is, attract the enemy, take hits, and then dish out whenever he can. But he's meant to be the focal point of the enemy, so that his allies can do the work. So there's that. And then Akatsuki, who is kind of tied for my favorite character with Shiroe. She's an assassin. So basically, she's supposed to be there to do the last hit, and then like just annihilate, destroy, like the fatality and all that stuff. And then her subclass is actually a tracker, which is the one where it's kind of like a spy. You can picture her like a spy. Like she's able to like disappear her presence, and then like look around and make sure that she knows where everything's at. Now, I think they're all around the same age. We know for a fact that Shiro and Akatsuki are the same age, even though she looks like a little girl. Now, before when there was a game, Shiro was part of this thing called the Tea Party. Now he had previously been in a group with Akatsuki, but he was a loner type of thing. He would only be with like certain groups. He would never join a guild. There was the thing called the Tea Party. They were like a famous group, well known all over the place until it disbanded. And then like he was known as like he's basically a master strategist. Like everybody knows who Shiro is. People would go to him for advice. Like he would be like the one rookies would go for it too, to get advice, to help them with the game, to go with the quest, basically for everything. Which I mean, in hindsight, I think he was okay with it. But he would still prefer his own like thing. Now, since they're in this new world, since they're in the world of the game, they try to do it the old school way, use commands. But because it's their physical self, in the game or in this world, they actually can just do it with either voice command or like just with the feel of being able to do it. Um, so that's kind of how it starts off. Now, throughout the series, we get to see more people. We see guilds, different guilds, and then like his first kind of mission quest thingy, um, is they're basically supposed to go rescue this little girl who belongs to, or not belongs to, but she's in a guild. Like it's like something. It's a weird crescent moon. I think that's what it is. Crescent moon, and then like it's this chick named Mari who is like the guild master. She asked, or basically like they tell her we're gonna go because the guild master can't leave. So they go find her, and then we have some interactions. Like because the main problem is like they're in like Japan. Like Japan's divided. It actually looks like Japan, and it's like divided into sectors, following the way the game. They have to go to like the I think it was the north part, but the gates between like there was no gates between them. The travel between each sector, so they actually have to like go on foot. But then they revealed they had griffins and they were able to fly and all that stuff. But anyways, they rescue the girl. I forget her name. I think actually no. I think it was Serada, something like that. And she was like a healer type of character. Anyways, so that's besides the point. When they get back, they actually bring a comrade of theirs. His name is Nyanta. He's a cat person. Not like a person who loves cat, like a legit, like he's an actual cat. Um, I think he was a swashbuckler, which is one of those like they have two swords. Like they're one of the only two one I think one very few classes are able to actually have two swords or two weapons. But they're meant for quick strikes. So they don't have a lot of power behind them, but they have a lot of the their cooldown is quick and they're able to strike fast. Um, that's basically how they go. So it was pretty cool how that all that stuff worked. Um, they got into a fight with this guy, and then they win. And they were able to rescue the chick, and they go back to their land. Um, by the way, I have to say this right now. Freaking Serra has a freaking crush on Nyanta so bad because it's like she's a little girl, like legit, like a little girl, and like the dude looks like a freaking cat, and she's like you. It's so bad how obvious it is, and it's like funny because everybody in the show even admits says it. She doesn't even try to hide it. Um, so that's pretty funny. But anyway, so when they get back, they realize, okay, we're stuck here. We can't leave, and there's like problems arising everywhere. There's no controls, chaos everywhere. People are killing each other. They actually revive. Like it's not like Sword Art Online. Like they actually do revive in the cathedral. So it basically keeps the idea of the game. It's just that it's their life now. So they basically if they die, they revive in the cathedral, and then they can like whoa, everything's okay. Um, Now, because of this, they need to establish order. So Shiro, being a freaking genius, decided to find a plan because food doesn't taste good here. Okay, when they try to make food, it's like nasty. The only thing that works is like spices and all that stuff. So basically, if you're eating like I don't know, like some rice and chicken, it's gonna taste more like the freaking salt you put on the rice and chicken. Like you're not even gonna taste the rice and chicken. Nyanta discovered a way to go past that. He doesn't do it with commands. He cooks food normally. And because his subclass is like a chef or something like that. I think it was a chef. I don't remember. Um, Something like that. But he's basically a cook. And then, so because of this, they're like, okay, so if you cook food normally and you're a high level, like if your subclass is chef or like a cook or whatever, and you're a high enough level, then you can make food taste like food. So they were like, okay, so they discovered that, and then they used that because Shiro needed money. So he got a lot of money, like a lot of money, because they did this promotion thingy where they would sell food, like real food that tasted like real food, Uh, Crescent Moon was the one selling it. They made a lot of money, and then they kind of tricked these three guilds that are more of the builder classes, like carpenters and all that stuff. The trade class, the trade guilds basically tricked them all into like they kept it a secret. Nobody knew what was the secret behind being able to cook this food and taste like real food. So they're like trying to make it seem like it was a big deal, like some secret recipe or whatever. And so they tricked these three guilds into giving them money, and then when they completed this mystery quest, this fake quest technically, that they would give them the the secret recipe for being able to make food that tastes like real food. And then Shiroi got all the money that he needed. Nobody knew what he wanted it for. Like they don't even tell you until what happens next. So they go into the guild hall. The guild hall is like this big building. Where all the guilds have their hall. Basically, guilds have places where they belong. Um, and this plan was a secret because it was all because there's two other characters, which was what was it? Toya and Minori. They're like these two little kids, and they had been with Shiore when they when the game was a game, and they were like newbies, and so he kind of gave them advice. So he was gonna rescue them. So here's what he does. He freaking buys the guild hall. Like Shiroi literally buys the guild hall, so it's on his name. It's his property now, meaning that he can decide who can come in and who can't. And since the bank is in there, you basically have to be on his good side. Um, okay, so this was his plan. He was trying to make basically like a council. He calls it the round table. Basically, all the major guilds of the area of like they stay in Akihabara. That's the name of the place. Basically, like the major guilds, like the three trade guilds that were there, the fighter guilds, and then like the smaller guilds representatives basically, and then like he makes a guild named Log Horizon, but he's not he's not a big guild. Like there's only like 4 members at the moment, so it's like he's just there because he called the meeting, and he's trying to make this a council to maintain order in the city so that everybody can mellow out and chill out, and we can progress through all that stuff. Because since they figured out, hey, if you can make food by cooking it normally and you're a high enough level and it tastes like real food, maybe it'll work for the other classes. Maybe if you're a carpenter, you can build a structure and then like it'll work like that. Or like for example, one of the trade guilds actually made a steam engine. Like the guild made a steam engine and it worked just fine, and it had never existed in the game before. So they basically realized, hey, we have these classes, these subclasses, all this stuff. Maybe we can use them in this world and create stuff that didn't previously exist. So they were basically trying to have an economy, like an actual like government and a way to live in peace and harmony. So that's basically he was a freaking master genius because of this, he was able to rescue 2 kids. They joined the guild, and then like it became basically like that. And then we had some things with like the land, the people of the land, which is the like NPCs, and then we're invited into like the royal palace to get like given like a title or whatever. So like certain guilds went, Shiroi being one of them. They went over there, and then the other one stayed behind and had a little camp um, for training the newbies. And then like it was just a bunch of fun stuff. I gotta admit the palace stuff was pretty cool. The camp it was kind of weird because it was more like showing off these other characters. For example, like I said, Minori and Toya were the 2 kids that Shiroi rescued. Um, it's Toya's a samurai and then Minori's a priest. Just to let you guys know. But anyways, so like it was more like to show their progress because they had to be in a squad, like a squad of like 5 people, and then it was more like showing off Minori, to be honest, because like they were failing really bad in the dungeon that they were going to, and if it wasn't for Minori herself, being able to basically she's kind of in love with Shiroi. I should probably say that right now. she's trying to follow in his footsteps. So she was basically like getting advice from him, and then she has this little notepad with like a bunch of like tactics and like strategies. And because she was shy, she didn't say it in the beginning. But when she finally had the guts to do it, like she was basically like the leader of the group. So I think that's what the point of the camp was, just to show her progress, which isn't bad. It's just kind of weird because basically her it's kind of like a copycat of Shidoway. Now, I understand it's because she likes him and all that stuff, but chill, girl, chill. Um, but yeah, so and then when they come back, now there's this big old drama deal. The season ended in a it's kind of a weird spot because it's like I mean, season two is coming out. There is going to be a season two, like I think it's October, November, something like that. But it's like I mean, I understand that the season's supposed to end there, but it kind of felt like it was halted a little too quickly because I feel like it wasn't resolved because there's this guy who showed up and near the end, and you're like, who the heck is this guy? And then apparently he's like some lord from this other area, and then like this chick showed up out of nowhere. She's like the leader of a guild in that area that the dude came from, and it like just stopped there, and you're like, what? So I don't know. It kind of threw me off, but I can't wait for season two. I'm really excited for that show. Like I really liked it a lot. I probably should have said this was recommended to me from a friend, so props to him because I usually am skeptical when it comes to shows that are recommended by friends. But I highly suggest it. It is a lot of fun. I actually gotta I feel like this is the best way to do this type of stuff. Like this whole video game thingy. In my opinion, this is like the best way to do it. I love Log Horizon. I can't wait for season two. I'm super stoked, super excited. And yeah, oh, the opening's amazing, by the way. You guys definitely need to hear it. It's cool. But anyways, this is it for this anime time. Thank you guys for watching. This is actually gonna go up tomorrow. Uh, I think I'm gonna record 2 episodes of the walkthroughs today and upload them tomorrow as well. So you get like 3 videos tomorrow, probably. I don't know. Thank you guys for watching, though. This has been SoresanCrockxen. Highly enjoyed the series. Know you guys will too. I honestly give it like a 9 out of 10. Just because of that weird ending. To be honest, that's probably why. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been SoresanCrockxen with an anime time. I'll see you guys in future videos.